Yo guys, it is Alpha J of the Alpha J Show, and welcome back to another Open-Ended, a short series where I talk about an abstract concept within the realm of animation. So the big question here is, what if you like a cartoon that is generally considered bad? Now, the easy answer would be to say to ignore it, but I feel like there's a bigger concept to be said about this. I'm the type of person where I can dislike something and still think it's good, or like something and still see it bad, as you saw in my 25th special. And I'm in a position where a lot of times I like cartoons that people just don't like. And they don't like it because they think it's bad. But I'm not blind because I can clearly see the flaws in the cartoons that I like. But where is the fine line between flaws and personal style? Because it's a very blurry area and we can talk all day about where this line is split. Even with the average cartoons, people have no idea where to put them on the spectrum because they may be good and people may not like them, or they may be bad and people love them. And I'm not really talking about the so bad that it's good. I'm actually talking about cartoons that are generally considered bad quality, or cartoons that are considered below the average quality of the other shows that are on around the same time. Take Clarence for example. Whatever Clarence does, any other show is doing a lot better, in my opinion. When it comes to general comedy, Gumball knocks it out the park. When it comes to interesting characters, Regular Show knocks that out of the park. When it comes to general weirdness, Adventure Time knocks that out the park, as well as Uncle Grandpa. When it comes to just art style, Steven Universe dominates. And when it comes to popularity, Teen Titans Go clearly has the baton on that. But does that mean that Clarence is a below average cartoon because it doesn't do anything great? Does that mean that the shows that are average deserve less praise because of that? Ask yourself, if a cartoon does fine in every category, not too good, but not too bad, would you still praise it? And I'm talking about average cartoons like Clarence, like Uncle Grandpa, or even the cartoons that people consider bad, such as Johnny Test or Fanboy and Chum Chum, things that many people don't talk about. Would you really turn your TV if they came on? Is there a cartoon out there that you consider your guilty pleasure? Because according to the Animation Reviewing Consensus, I have a lot of those apparently. So what do I do when people bash on a cartoon that I like? I tend to review the better episodes from it, which is what I did on my 24th review. When you don't like a cartoon, sometimes the people you talk to, even if they didn't see the cartoon, they may not like it either. And that's not fair to the people who spend days on days crafting a television grade quality animation. This isn't about any animation in particular, but if you like the cartoon that was considered bad, you probably shouldn't go around advertising it, but you shouldn't also go around hiding it. You also have to remember that whatever we perceive as good is something that we like. Everyone has their own standards in what makes a cartoon good. I mean, I can watch Back in the Barnyard and I know exactly why I like it. Now, me liking it is not the same as saying that it's good, but I know exactly why I like it. It's fun, it's not really serious, and it moves relatively quick. You know what else show does that? Gumball. And we all love Gumball. So for what Gumball is, I cannot hate the Back of the Barnyard for those specific reasons. Which is why it's great to review animation, because I can also like something in a bad cartoon or not like something in a good cartoon. Like with my Rocko's Modern Life, I didn't like the slow animation. If you liked a cartoon that was considered bad, it would clear your mind if you actually tried to find out what you like in the cartoon and see if any other quote-unquote praised cartoon also has that. Because when you really think about it, a lot of these cartoons really aren't that different, which is why it's really easy to do verses. This is where you really start to go deeper into animation. Some may call it geeking out, but everyone has their hobbies. This one just has bright colors, lots of jokes, and character development. Take pride in what you like. Don't be ashamed of liking something bad, even if it's infamous. If it made you feel good, then it did something right. If it made you feel happy, if it inspired you, or if it made you laugh, it did something right. So if a bad cartoon inspired you to make better cartoons, then it did do something right. So you can like it for that. I personally won't bash you if you dislike something that I like, because if it makes you feel happy, then I personally cannot argue with that, because that's why art is created, to capture a moment, to capture a feeling. And this isn't philosophical mess, this is logical reasoning. Although the simple answer may be like what you like, the complex answer is find out what you like in it, because maybe if you can appreciate it for that, maybe you won't hate it as much. Or maybe other people may not hate it as much if you ever do talk about it. So this was my open-ended on what if you like a cartoon that is generally considered bad. I hope my response was coherent enough for you, and I hope your time was well spent, and Alpha out.